Hi, I'm Meg Moranis, and today we're going over question number 5 from the appendix in our workbook, where there's just some questions to make sure that you're understanding how a healthy thin mentality fits into your life and to make sure that you're getting those key concepts. So the question we're doing this week is number 5, as I've said, on page 164, and it is, if I stopped dieting, I would, and then multiple choice. A, eat everything in sight. B, have taken the first step towards building a healthy thin mentality. C, be afraid I would blow up. Okay, so obviously B is the answer, right? But both A and C are speaking to the same problem, the same mentality that keeps us heavy in dieting to begin with. And that is, when you have a diet mentality and you've been dieting for a long time, you end up looking at yourself differently. You end up thinking that the real you is you as a dieter, and you as a dieter is not the real you. You as a dieter is someone who's restricting themselves, and then after that, binging or just eating things you don't even really want because, hey, I'm not dieting now, and then preparing for the next diet, and then going on the diet, and then restriction, and then again, that cycle continues and continues and continues. And all of this repetitive diet cycling leaves you with the mindset that you view yourself with a completely clouded lens. You think you, in between diets, is how you really are, and it is not. I can tell you from personal experience and from thousands of others of people who I've seen over the years that when I was a dieter, I had this view of myself that, oh, if I could just eat anything I wanted, I would just eat junk all day and I would eat so much, so I have to restrict myself, restrict. It's so ironic, but that is the opposite of what you need to do. Because when you restrict your body, you can have all that stress and all that worry and all that punitive non-eating and then binging because you're not in that punishing stage. And that just sets up a really, really totally perverted cycle and a totally neurotic way to view food and eating. Okay? So I know it's frightening at first, but I'm saying to you, that when you have a healthy thin mentality, you let go of all that negativity, like that food's bad, or I'm bad if I do this, or the on and off whole binary view of things. No, you say, okay, I am going to understand and make this very reasonable assumption that I was born with guidance within me, deep within our primordial selves, of knowing what to eat and how much. Newsflash, right? That's pretty obvious that is how we were created. Because Mother Nature, or wherever you think created us, did not create us to have this struggle all the time. And the reason we have this struggle is because the diet industry has pummeled us with these diet messages. I know I say that all the time, but I don't want you to forget that. And I don't want you to forget that because I want you to know how important it is that you constantly reaffirm what we're doing here. And that is, we are going back to normal eating. We're not going to some strange new land. We're going back to how we were supposed to eat in the beginning, okay, in the beginning of our lives, which is, hey, when you're hungry, what are you craving? What would feel great? And then eating that and not being in this, oh, wow, I'm bad if I eat that, so then, well, I've already blown it, and all those stupid diet thoughts that, I know we've all had. Boy, I know I did. So, again, when you're looking at this question, to make sure that you understand why B is the answer, and more importantly, really, in this question, why A and C are not. You are not going to be an out-of-control eating machine. You're not going to blow up when you develop your healthy thin mentality. There has been some discussion on our private Facebook group saying, oh, I'm gaining weight, building a healthy thin mentality. Okay, guys, for the few of you who said that, I'm telling you, if you're gaining weight with your healthy thin mentality, you're eating too much. And I'm not trying to be harsh. I'm just telling you, of course, that's what it is. And what does that mean? That means you're not keying into hunger and satiety, which is reasonable. Don't beat yourself up. You've not done this. You've turned a deaf ear to it for decades, as I did probably. So yeah, it's going to take you a little time. But if, in the first couple weeks, if you feel yourself gaining weight, that's a signal your body's sending to you. You know what? You're eating beyond satiety. So that's all those signals your body gives you, including, hey, I don't feel well after I eat sugar. Well, hello, if you don't feel well after eating sugar, don't eat sugar. Their body is screaming at you, and we just don't even pay attention. Or if you're gaining weight, what's your body telling you? That's too much food, right? Now, I'm not, you are designed to be who you want to be in terms of your weight. So I'm not talking about saying that if you're more comfortable being heavy, that's totally up to you. That's totally fine. But if you're building your healthy thin mentality to lose weight, which I think most people are, they want to figure out a way to lose weight permanently with no payback, you have to pay attention to hunger and satiety, because if you do not, you will gain weight. Yes, and I'm always going to tell it to you straight, but this is across the board for everyone, whether you're doing a healthy thin mentality or not. If you gain weight, or if you're eating beyond satiety, that's where weight gain is. And for dieters, that's especially true when you binge, when you're not even connected with satiety. You're just binging because you know a diet is next Monday. So just understand the importance of keeping connected to your healthy thin mentality and satiety. And when your body says, hey, hunger's gone, you delay eating until hunger returns. And that's, of course, really the biggest concept with building your healthy thin mentality is respecting your voice, hunger and satiety. Okay, you can't just respect hunger without respecting satiety. That doesn't work. It's a twofold thing. Respect hunger, respect. So if you're gaining weight as you're trying to build your healthy thin mentality, you're eating too much. Yes, that means that you're not respecting the satiety part. And don't beat yourself up, because maybe you don't hear it because you've tuned it out for so long, both hunger and satiety. And maybe you're getting the hang of hearing hunger, but you're not getting the hang of hearing satiety. Okay, just really pay attention and keep asking yourself, could I be done? And see what happens. One of the big things you realize with the healthy thin mentality is you need less food to satisfy hunger than you thought. Yes. Is that sad? No. Why isn't that sad? Because whenever you're hungry, you can eat. And the joy of eating without hungry is so tiny compared to eating with hunger. And that's the rhythm, and that's the feeling you need to get, and then you need to really cultivate. So you go, wow, there's no way I'm going to eat without hunger because it feels weird. And that's where your healthy thin mentality is, okay? So again, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Please like, share, subscribe. Help me get this message out there. For you guys, it's a Diets Are Fattening workbook available at dietsarefattening.com, of course. Let me know if you have trouble getting it. And I'm here to help. I'm here to model that healthy thin mentality behavior for you so you can make this transition and make the rest of your life with food and eating so much happier, so much more stress-free, and get the body that you want. Thanks for watching.